Not much, kid. How you doing? Now we're not gonna do anything until she gets home. All right? Yeah. We'll get you guys some drinks and stuff. Just hi. Doing a little better. Made some plans. Yeah, it's good. We needed to. Things have got to change, and we need to do it the smart way. They got this sheriff out here doing the commercial. It's an anti commercial, but he's working for one politician anti the other, and we've met this sheriff, and so it's kind of funny because he's having a hard time, with the script and everything. And like you look at that on a political ad and you're like, that's a good thing because we've met this guy. The reason he's struggling on it is he's not used to like winding up people, so he's much more of an honest person than that, the sheriff himself. You went and learned things about a good friend and it was nice. Oh, okay. Republican or Democrat? Nah, neither one. I've never voted and I wouldn't. I'm not on a side. I believe that culture wars are eternal, and also I don't believe that I need leadership in the parental sense. So I don't buy it. You know what I mean? I vote with a dollar. Oh, the sheriff. Uh the guy that he's working for, the campaign. I don't know. I don't know. I'm assuming this might be a Republican one because they spent the money to put it on all day. My assumption is that it's political because they put the money to put it on all day. That's all I can say. But not me. I vote with the money. I believe in that. Because that's not real either. But you don't have that much time to fight. Yeah, that's my only assumption. I don't know. Actually, is it the guy who sent us the mail? If it is, I know his name, but I still don't know what side he's on now. So we have like we've received some like holiday packages from local politicians. You know what I mean? You vote for what's best for the country. I believe you. I believe you, and that's what you should do. That's what you should do. I can't. I can't participate, but you know we do, like I said, we received like Christmas gifts from local, like Christmas packages from local politicians. They're on both sides. They're on both sides. You don't have the money to vote with the money. Yeah, I know. I don't have a lot of money either. But I think it's the only real vote chip I have. I don't know, man. I find that it's very I don't know what to say about it. I think it's disappointing. It's disappointing that you have an absentee ballot thing that is intended to give everybody a right to have a say, but they definitely can't count it that same day that they call the election. So I think it's disappointing that they can't have like an election time period, to actually like, get through all the votes and at least respectfully collect and get through those votes for that reason, just of respect. But what I think is that they don't trust the difference in time. They don't trust in like unrest or something. Unrest. I don't know. So I find that disappointing. If you're given the absentee ballot because you're stationed overseas, for example, but they don't have time to receive it and consider it, I find that disrespectful. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. Yeah. I mean, you have a vested interest and you have a chosen position in the country, which is voluntary position. So that's commendable. But I must voluntarily not participate because I can't see it. You know, it doesn't pass that tipping point of I should. It doesn't get there. And I can't be untrue to myself. Like, you know what I mean? Like whatever. It's like I always contract this person out. This person is contracting this person to go do other things, right? And this person can't claim something that this person didn't give them the full okay on. I just have to be free not to participate in that. I can't do it in an honest way, and I won't do it in a dishonest way. I won't do it because it hedges bets or because it covers my best interests. You understand what I mean by that? It has to be true to myself, or I won't do it. And if we can all just yeah, we can all just respect that we all just respect that each do it their own way and understand that we've earned that right to do it our way. We do all come from different walks, Jess, and that's good. That's good because you know what I need? I need other people's point of views. I don't want to dictate. Dictating doesn't work, you know. I need some consensus reality. I need to understand different walks of life, you know. Yeah, I understand that, Jess. Yeah, I mean, you know, I told you I was kind of like, you know, that was one of my aims, military, and you know, my father was very against it being in defense. That's just one of those things, you know. That's right. That's a very fair and poignant way to put that, Jess. That's a very like succinct and poignant way to put that because if I demand that right of freedom, I also allow that to you, and then where we clash, we shall clash, and that will be new history. Because where we clash, we shall clash. New history, growing pains. That's just very true to me not wanting to dictate because the history will come. We'll make a choice for the action. Consequences roll. But I'm good with that. That's respectful. Thank you for saying that in such a good way, Jess. I've taken to grabbing a couple comments that I see on videos because, again, consensus reality and the intelligence of different, diverse thinking. You know, you see everything out there and then you see the comments. So I've taken to like a couple of them just doing like a screenshot and being like, that person just put that in a way that really affects me, you know? Nah, nah, nah. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of it's a bit ostracizing, but you know, because I always remember like school and the playground to the you know lunch tables of later, but in the playground, you know, circles of people in their groups, you know, and I just went back and forth as a journalist anthropologist type, you know. So when I went into college, I did anthropology and philosophy, cultural anthropology and philosophy. So yeah, I mean, I couldn't really get in the groups, but wander around and learn, wander around and learn, and then I'm richer for it in knowledge. And then I just try to use all that information and do the best right thing that I can at the time. But you know, nobody's checking on me. There's no scorecard, you know, present. So I just want to be a good person for that sake of that, and that's what I do. I don't need anybody to take notes or give me grades. I will do it for the sake of being good. That to me is wealth. I can sleep well and I know myself and I'm true to it. Now, part of my plan. You see, this is the thing. Now, I scheduled for 9:30 on Saturday. My wife will show up here, so I can go out there and inquire about some employment, so that the job that she's doing during the day that she is not liking and just wants out, we can walk her out of that. I will take something different. That same time of day, though, it's not like I'm asking her to babysit the kids, so she'll still have that time to do whatever she wants. But we scheduled for her to come on 9:30, so I can get out there and make a first round of inquiry. I have to make a round of inquiry. Somebody out there will hire me. They'll either like me or feel bad for me. They'll find some sort of human interest. And the way that, oh boy, I haven't worked in 13 years. I had a good, decent paying job, but a very ridiculous job in hours. It was good paying. But I haven't done this basically, well, my entire daughter's life and gestation, I would say. So I don't have any history to give them at this moment. That's irrelevant. 13 years ago. Have to rely on my good nature and handshakes and find my best pair of pants. We'll get there though. But it's gonna be so awesome for me because damn, the pay is so much higher than last time I left. Oh, the pay is so much higher. So yeah, it'll be easier. I'll have to. I don't have anything left, Jess. I'll have to. It's time, you know. It's time. And if that takes her pressure off of her, cool. You know, she doesn't need that shit. Oh, she tells us too late. You know, the kids do the same thing. They tell you too late. It's like, look at this. It's like, oh, you should have told me about that a month ago. It's starting to get bad, but we'll get it. We're gonna. I can smash at that glass. I'll smash at that glass. The pay will be so much better though. Anything that I pick up, you know. The only day I really want off is Tuesday, and they don't care about Tuesdays. That's the slowest day for most everybody. Nobody gets paid till Wednesday. So I will. I'm gonna go further away first, Jess. I have a couple of even friends up here, you know, that I should talk to, right? Oh hell no, Jess. Hell no. In Maryland, we have or we had, you know, because I don't live there, but we had a day of rest law, so you could pick Saturday or Sunday. So I always pick Saturday, you know, because most people were hung up on Sunday, and so I picked Saturday as my day, you know. Of course, I was also playing in clubs, and Saturday was a good day for me. Thursday and Saturday to play in clubs because people have money. But yeah, I dare not ask for the weekends off. That's an immediate out. You know, one thing I would be suited for is staffing jobs. You understand? Like I have a good way of knowing who's a good fit. You know, but we don't have a systems analyst job available for me right now. Nothing on the executive level. So I'm gonna start with tater tots and French fries. Yeah, I'll work my way all the way up to cheeseburgers. But with the money's so much higher now. It's gonna be cool. I'm just gonna start further away and work my way back home. You know what I mean? So that my reach is well. If I fail further, and I can tighten the loop. Somebody'll need something. You know, people went back to school. A start's a start. That's right. That's right. Oh, yeah, I do not care. I don't care. Woo! The fact that I still have to manage all the affairs of the family, that's a much harder job. But what I'm saying is anything is easier than that. But the fact that I'll still have to do that means I'll still have to do that. But They're a dynamic bunch. You know, we got one of these like I mean, it's kind of like Teen Titans or something, you know. It's like this superhero reality television show with these foolish superheroes, like Beast Boy's over there for sure. Cyborg, that's Beast Boy and Cyborg in that room. Um, is that Raven? Is that Raven? Yeah, my daughter there. That's Raven. So we got Beast Boy and Cyborg. No, that's the problem. I'm Cyborg. I didn't even realize it. Beast Boy and Robin are in that room. I'm Cyborg. We got Raven and the other girl, you know. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's I tried to. Yeah, I had to call her back, right? I had to call her back because I was like, okay, we're gonna do this, but what do you got? 2 days between, you know, when you get a morning off. Don't run. Don't run. You got 2 days before you have a morning off. Come over here 9:30. I'm gonna go out there and hit up some places and start from there. And then I forgot to say because I was preoccupied with the other four things that I need to schedule. But anyway, I did one of them, and then I called her back and I said, by the way, this doesn't mean I'm asking you to babysit them when I get a job. It means I need to get a job. When I get the job, I'll have a schedule that I can make everything else work around. You know, one more thing. I'm not asking you to babysit, but I do need to get out there and get that established point. Once I get a schedule, you know, I'm not asking you to watch the kids. They're all fine. They can take care of themselves. I've had to let that go in the, you know, the fact that only my daughter is, well, she's 12. So legally, essentially, based on, you know, legal standards, she can hang out with her brothers for 4 hours. 4, 4 hours. That's four. But anyways, you know, some adult, you know, somebody else has to come after because she's fairly young. She's not 14, you know. Oh no, they're gonna help too. Yeah, yeah. My son's been, you know, she. Okay, the job that she has that she wants to quit, I went there, got the boy the job. He didn't last but 2 3 days. Okay, so I got that. He got bounced out. Okay, then they said to me, "Hey, you know, I know we talked about your circumstances. See, I had to use what I have, right? So I had to talk to her, and she said, "Hey, but you know, it came to a certain point where there's certain tasks he couldn't do. We had to get rid of him. Blah blah blah." This is the second time that happened. I set him up with another one. So while I was talking to them, I said, "Yes, well, okay, I understand. Thank you for helping us. What about my wife? You know, because she was looking too. So she's actually in that job that I had picked up for him. He bounced through, and then I picked up for her. You know, because they didn't make that walk or that talk or that effort. You know, but it's like, you know, she saw the possibilities, she saw the potential, she worked the possibilities and the potential, and she's finding dead ending now. You know what I mean? And if she's done, she's done. I get that, but she knows. You know, I mean, I'm trying to tell her just take 2 3 more days because I know you say you got this much money to cover us for the next 2 weeks. But if you can give us this much time instead of this much money, guess what happens? In 2 weeks, this money is going to turn into this money. But if you give us this much time and it doesn't work the first 4 days and it doesn't work the first 7 days and it works in the next 11, that's this much instead of this much. So what will we save? This much. We save this much. I've done the math. She'll work something else. Yeah, she'll work something else eventually. Just that's the thing. Once she gets out of this and she's got that time, she'll just find something that's more comfortable. That's all. That's all. But she's got to get out first. So we got to get her out in a safe, you know, coddled manner, right? Get her out safely so that she's respectful to them and everything else. And then she'll just get into something she's more comfortable with because the free time will come back. It's no problem. It's no problem. You got to understand, Jess. I mean, in this part, yeah, I understand that you understand to that, but do understand one point is when she was pregnant with my daughter. That's when I stopped working because she thought it would be better Because, like you said, for her, when she's not working to be on the kids, she thought it would be better to switch. But you're a little confused. She thought it would be better for me to get rid of that job so that she could go out and I could take care of the kids. Right? You can be confused and you can double T. You can double T the butt. Don't worry. Nah, we kind of, at that time, it wasn't my idea, it was hers to make that exchange. Oh, you need to be at home. You're better with those kids, blah, blah, blah. You know, it was like that. But they're much older now. No big deal. It's 13 years ago now. It's irrelevant. You know what I mean? We're in a new way. Hey, yo, Space Monkey, I'm going to tell you what, man. This tastes classic, bro. I would have swore this is some lime green from 94 right here. This tastes classic. You know, I am so bad with years and time, Space Monkey. We were talking about 84. Then I'm really looking at time better, you know. So I was looking at 94. I was like, man, everything after 94 it was like pretty shit. I pretty much hated 96, even worse. 99, even worse. 2001, even worse. 2002, even worse. It just gets worse. She's different than that. She grew up with a single dad, Jess. There's no way we could even get along, you know, my wife and I, if she didn't grow up that way. She's different. She's not like that. It's just different. You know, it's like not everybody's the same. Different walks of life, right? She doesn't have that like she doesn't have that latching that a mother bird, you know what I mean? She doesn't have that mother bird shit. And that's cool, bro. So yeah, I'm smoking on it's Larry Burger. Larry Burger, bro. The LB. I need to switch but this has been getting me high for days. So I know I understand that confusion, just like the traditional roles sort of thing, you know. I always believed in defined roles rather than traditional ones because you can always get things done if everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing properly. But I was, you know, in school, I guess, you know, like that would make me like a bad guy or something, you know. They think that's bad. I think that's good, right? But there's no way. If anything was different, there's no way she would have made it decades with me if she was a different person, you know. So I just, you know, she's my best friend now, you know. Once in the 2000s, it was a DOA. Oh yeah, I get you, man. Hey, you know what I found, Space Monkey, that was pretty interesting? I didn't know they did this little like silly TSOL retrospective pseudo doc type thing, you know, but they did, and you know TSOL has been split anyway for forever since Hit and Run, I guess, you know, but back and forth, you know. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just different. But what I'm watching right now, oh, this is the Vice Guide to Film, I think, still. And they were on Joel and Ethan Cohen, but now I'm looking at a naked dude's ass, so I don't really know. You guys want to look at a naked dude's ass riding a log flume or something? I really don't know what's going on right now. I got lost. I was talking. So I couldn't tell you at this point. I thought I was watching a Joel and Ethan Cohen dog or something. Holy moly. Did you guys hear something that I didn't hear, man? Yeah, and a log flew. There's something really gay going on up here, guys. I didn't know exactly what's going on, man. Oh my God, someone just what? They shot who? Is that Charlie Kirk? Someone just shot Charlie Kirk. Holy shit. That is insane. Oh, they changed directors. It's Wendy and Lucy, whatever that film is. Well, that's something, Jess. Let me see if I can find the news bit on here. Yeah, let me see if I can find the news bit. Hold on, hold on. Yeah, they switched directors. So whatever that movie I just mentioned, that's what it was. It's a Vice Guide to Film, I think, nonetheless. I'm gonna see if I can pull up some news about that, Jess. Hold on. I mean, not that it's gonna help you guys, but it just happened. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. I mean, just look up the live news and stuff. NBC maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I think I have that though. Yeah, here we go. NBC. No, that's ABC Live. Fine. ABC Live. They just shot at, or they shoot him. I guess they shot him. Let's see. Hold on. Charles Kirk. Shot in Utah. They said he's within the MAGA community. He has a massive following. He was shot in Utah. White House advisor. Turning Point Action. I don't know what that company is. He looks like a lobbyist or think tank guy. This is he and Hunter Biden again at Turning Point Action. He goes to colleges and rise. Oh yeah, he's one of them that do that, huh? Oh, conservative activists. They just switched to. They just switched to conservative activists. You know, I mean, you got to watch the news in a progression. And the suspect is in custody. The two Utes. Excuse me. Did you say Ute? The two Utes. Excuse me, sir. What is a Ute? They said was. I think he might be, I think he might be dead. Because they said was. Yep. I definitely see his haircut there. You could see it. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm not gonna look it up. Mr. Gambini with this ridiculous outfit. Didn't he have like the casino tuxedo and shit, like that purple tuxedo? Like, oh yeah, oh wow, yep. Goodbye that, yep. Goodbye that, goodbye that, yep. One time they said they had the Christine Chubbuck online, and I looked and she didn't lean in, so I was like, well, that's obviously she went like a brick. She didn't lean in. I was like, oh, that's fake. Oh, he didn't like the. Oh yeah, he didn't like the fucking fancy man jacket. Yeah, the pleather, like my son, like when he goes to Olive Garden and he puts on the fancy man jacket. Yeah, I get you now. That's why he had to get like the sort of like funerary tuxedo or whatever. Yeah, I got you now, bro. I know, but they keep saying he was. It's coming. Like I said, it's the progression. They went from saying one thing to saying conservative activists to, going in and then they kept saying was. So, hey, what's going on, Nobby? What time is it, Nobby? Good evening. 6 hours later is what time it is. It's 9:07 GMT. Maybe within an hour. It's 8. Okay, 8 p.m. That's 5 hours. Okay, so it's different in. It's different. That's 5 hours. Yeah, that's 5 hours. But you don't say isn't it. You have to say in it. You have to say in it. That hurt me in it. But yeah, it's 5 hours, isn't it? I thought yesterday that Frankie said good old Big Ben was plus 10 minutes, isn't it? He beat me so bad I barely got out of there, isn't it? It doesn't matter. Like, there's no like what do you call that? There's no tense. There's no like measurement of time. It's just in it whether whether it is wasn't it or wouldn't it be. You know, like even in the future, right? Even in the future, you know, be a great idea, isn't it? There's no measurement of time anymore, man. They've been threatening. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, the activists and the activists on the other side, they're definitely I like this is what I say, growing pains, and that includes broken bones, broken necks, bloodshed, growing pains. Man, for a while now, yeah. Right. I hear you. I hear you. Yep, yep. And they made some other I don't even know why, but they made some comment that whatever that the ATF and nobody was there to protect him too. So I don't know why, but you know, that's how the news works, eh? Yeah, yeah. It'll come, man. It'll come. They have the footage out there, so you know, go ahead, live leak or whatever you guys do. I don't do any of that. My I have MD Pope 1 and 2. I got them on disc. I didn't watch that shit online, man. I've never done that stuff since a certain time, you know, having kids. I was like, I'm not going to watch anything that could be misinterpreted as illegal or interpreted as illegal. I won't say they misinterpreted it. I figure the kids probably stream enough illegal shit. He has his own security. Well, they're talking about it now. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why they mentioned that ATF's not there. You know what I mean? Like agenda. I smell. You know, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't. It doesn't work though, man. See, it's made for so much longer of a torso. I'll show you. Watch. Watch. See, because I got it at Goodwill, right? If my torso was like there, right, then hey, look at that. Perfect, eh? You know, but it ain't. It's down there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shit ain't right. It's Business Friday. It was on X. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah, I did see the I made one bend in all those years of live leak, snuff X, all this. You know, I made two bends, but one bend to watch the what was in Australian mosque shootings, and the second one. Well, I caught that actually live. I caught the live one of the journalist. It wasn't even far from here getting shot up by her coworker, and I have his like pre-tweets too screenshot, which is really wild because he's like, I'm about to do it, you know. It's like, oh my god, bro. Yeah, but yeah, it doesn't really fit because you know what I mean. But meant meant for some this. Yeah, well, you know, I thought I'd go out there. I thought I'd go out there. Hold on. Thought I'd go out there, get into the sunlight, right? Get into the sunlight and start addressing the people. And just excuse me, hear me out for a moment here. I know it's not Sunday, but every day is the Lord's day in my mind. Now come along, childrens. See, I was just getting ready to go out there. I need to make some money, you see. I need to make some dollars. Euros. I gotta make some euros, man. I know the euros are worthless over there, so I need some sterling. I need more sterling. So inside, they actually have video inside of like college like oratories. I didn't know that. because that wasn't like that when I was there. But this is a whole different thing they do now, right? They do like tours, you know. Yeah, I understand. I understand. I got it. I got it. But they do a different thing now where they do tours and yeah. Mm. We don't do posh. What about two tone? What about two tone, Nobby? What about skinny tie, bro? You don't do posh? What about two tone, lad? Man, one of my favorite things in you guys ever see Portlandia where he made the Bart Ska the I can't even say it Skomson or whatever. It was like a ska version of Bart Simpson, and he made it, and they have like you ever see that one, dude? He's in there a few mods in the 70s. But no, because it's a ska thing, and he has Matt Groening is actually in it, or Groening, or however you say his name. Matt Groening is in it, and he's in court, and like he gets the pass because he knew the actual real Bart Simpson. It turns out in narrative form that Matt Groening also knew. Yeah, the two tone. That's what I said. What about them, right? But anyways, yeah. What about them, eh? You know. But anyways, at the end of it, it's the best because he beats Matt Groening because they find out that they knew the same guy that Bart Simpson was based on anyway, and he's in the court and he says, "I won my case, I won my case, I won my case, I won my case." So yeah, you'll be right back. Okay, take care. Make that phone call. Yeah, the two tone. Yeah. I won my case. I won my case. Pick it up. Yeah, they're pretty posh, bro. You got floor in what? You got floor all in my lima beans? Oh yeah. All in my lima beans. That's a great show. It's funny, man. They deleted my favorite scene. My favorite scene is the deaf college where they're yelling about the charger, but they're doing it in sign language, But it's obvious yelling, you know. That's my charger, but they deleted that shit. Jerry has been stealing books and giving them out to his friends. Angry signing, yeah. They cut it out. It's gone. That's my favorite, absolute favorite. I do like the vegan restaurant and the farting porch or whatever. That's one's really good too. A lot of it's really spot on. It really is. They're my peers too, though. You know what I mean? They're fucking rhythm section players from exactly the same time. You know what I mean? They're my peers too. So of course, like we understand the same culture. Rhythm players from exactly the same time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah. Yeah, I had to get my wife in on that, man. I have the Criterion, 2 disc and whatever, but I had to get her in on that. And eventually she was like, Little Evie is my spirit animal, Yeah, dude. That shit is wild, bro. It's wild. David was over here the other day. Ooh, and did you see what he did? He tried to get a look under my shirt. He tried to get a look under my shirt. I love that shit, bro. What a wild, wild deal, bro. Yeah, they're inside the house, dude. Yeah, they're in the house and she's feeding them. You know, that's the thing. That's I think that's why it's so funny in the send up that they did, whatever, Sandy Passage or whatever. Because that's why it's so funny when the fucking thing falls in. It's because you stomp, because obviously, like, you got fucking raccoons and you feed them in your house. You're just telling them, hey, stay in my house. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucking crazy, bro. Yup, yup, yup. Yup, yup, yup. It's fucking crazy, bro. Yeah, my best friend Kay, like, yeah, she was like, you gotta watch that shit. She got me first, and then I got my wife in. But she was like, those are the Kennedys' relatives and shit. I was like, real? For real? That's what got me in. The Maisels are awesome, dude. The Maisels brothers are awesome. Fucking Errol Morris is always awesome, dude. I got so much Errol Morris, and I respect it so fucking heavily, man. Werner Herzog is like king of everything, but everybody knows that. The only more dangerous character in film is King Kong. So everybody knows that. You're just encouraging them. You're just encouraging them. It's because you stomp. So my daughter has a thing where she runs and jumps over here, ta-doom, pa-doom, and it's like literal, like rhythmic. So it's literal OCD, ta-da-da-dum, pa-doom, pa-doom, But shit can fall over and stuff. So I, being an idiot, like spent like 4 years saying, "Hey, don't do that. Hey, don't do that." I spent 4 fucking years saying that before I realized she can't not do that. Like I finally got it. Jerry, Jerry. Oh, they made a play on him with the painter's hat. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Cute boy, man. Yeah, she was into him. She was into him. I love how they have like that old record and they have like that old wind up machine and shit. Like they don't even have like a proper like turntable. They got that like army one that's like made out of green pot metal and felt, and you got to crank it and shit. Like that's the best they got. Good record. It's a good record. Up, up, skag it up, 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 up. Skip it up, 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 up. Oh yeah, of course I did. Yeah, I did. I did. Yeah, I guess they just called it Grey Gardens again, right, or something. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. It was all right. I didn't care for it that much actually. Nah, they never do, man. They never do. You know what was good though? That Don King shit, bro. That was good. Don King shit. That nailed it. That was a good one. Who did that? Ving Rhames, huh? Big motherfucker did that. Who did that? Who did that? I can't even remember, and I don't want to do that. That typical thing of mixing up black actors, dude. I didn't want to do that, but whoever did that was huge and was killer. We think it was Ving Rhames, yeah. See, but I'm saying like I don't want to do that classical like I meant the other black guy, shit. I don't think it was Billy D. I saw his original movies. His father paid for those. The Billy D movies. Those are awesome. Yo, yo, those are awesome. Man, I didn't think they had guns in Utah. I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. I would have thought it would have been a bug assault. I know they got salt. I didn't think they had guns, bro. I'll be honest. They don't have like proper alcohol. Why do they have guns? Fuck you. That shit's messed up. If you think about it, I didn't have to think about it. They don't have proper alcohol, but they got guns. You can't do both. It must have been a bug assault, like I said. And then he did the old what is it, the fire packet trick? You know, he did a little fire packet trick. Oh, where's my shoe? There you go. For proper representation. The old fire packet trick. Oh, where's my shoe? Oh, they never will learn, man. There's a new world to come. It's better than this. But this one has to die. now I got now I got Peter Tosh. Everyone want to go to heaven. Nobody want to die. Father us Jesus. Father us Jesus. Don't care where you come from. As long as you're a black man, you're an African. If your plexion high, 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 and if your plexion low, 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 and if your plexion in between, you're an African. Boing, boing, boing. You can't do both. Sham, wow. How about Sham wrong? You Sham wrong. Damn it. Hey, this is Billy Mays here. The proper ways to deal with prostitutes. Brought to you by Orange Scrub. I need to get. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna get my Sharpie before I do Billy Mays, and I'll just Sharpie up this beard. Lot Wizard 101. Brought to you by Orange Chip. You slapping hoes over here, chopping and robbing over here, slap, chop, rob. I'm fucking crying over here. Yeah, I'm crying. Slap, rob, chop. Let's not turn this rape into a murder, woman. Chop, hop. Chopper and a hopper, slap. That's right. With special 7 gram bags provided by Billy the Exterminator. 5 gram bags of clone that say Billy the Exterminator. They got like big shiny crosses on them and stuff. Like crosses and spiders in silver. This is where we live. My son and I were talking about Lazy Town today, of all things. We were talking about Lazy Town and how, for one thing, we don't know whether you just went to Iceland and made a documentary and that's just what it's like over there. That's one problem. We don't know whether Lazy Town is fictional or not. That's one problem. Number two, you know, in these towns with no parents except for the mayor, with like an illegitimate child or something, in fiction anyway, in these towns with no parents, they have these like good guy, bad guy, super villain, superhero type things like Robbie Rotten and, Sporticus and whatever. So we're kind of thinking like the analogy right here might be well, the supervillain Robbie Rotten and Sporticus the superhero, where these children have no parental guidance properly, right? Yeah. Well, we're thinking like maybe the analogy is because this happens so many times. It's TV and school. TV and school. because the two dumb kids, Siggy and the tech boy, I don't know his name, but Siggy and the tech guy are the dummies, and that's the easiest in for fucking Robbie Rotten. Is just go through Siggy because he's dumb. But the only person that's smart, my son was saying, is that guy. It's mine, mine, mine. Yeah, he's the only guy with any brains around there. But we figured out like maybe the analogy is school and TV, because they're both fighting for your kid's time. Well, that's the other thing. We don't know if that's a fictional show or if that's what it's like in Iceland. We don't know if there's like this guy who lives in a balloon who comes down and teaches them, kung fu and sports candies. It could be a documentary. I've never been there, and don't tell me you have, because I don't believe you. You understand? Yeah, their mouths like move, and they're like otherwise they're like pancake face, like Jesus wept, like the end of fucking Hellraiser or whatever. They're pretty bad, bro. Or like when when Drop Dead Fred gets his head out and he's woo. My daughter's home. Let me let her in, darling. Hang on one moment. You here, daughter? All right, all right. You ain't ringing the bell. You ain't busting the break. You ain't imitating me on this fucking tape. My shit ain't corny. What up, girl? My shit ain't corny. You ain't ringing the bell. Lock it up. Excuse me. I don't know if you've ever seen the Everything is Terrible stuff, but one of the best things, you could probably just look this up. EIT, Everything is Terrible. You could probably just look it up on YouTube. EIT Justin Bieber Baby remix. They do this baby song with like a religious puppet, and they cut it a bit. They video toaster it a bit. It's the best. It's the best music video I've ever seen for that wonderful song. That's really a good song. I don't know what it means though. But if you look up like EIT Justin Bieber Baby music video or something, you'll probably find it. And it's with a religious puppet. It's pretty fucking killer. You don't trust those Ubies. Ubi, something that just has Google eyes on it. Yeah, don't trust them. What up, kid? You're wearing my pants, girl. How'd you make it through school with my pants on? I know you got hips that don't lie, but I'm saying, like, those are my pants, babe. So how'd you walk through the house? Shit. How was it? Good. All right. Yes, I know we need your polo shirt. I called, but we'll work it out, man. Yeah, but I don't have the money. Yeah. Well, I called my dad too. I called my dad too. He can buy it if he if and he wants to. Uh-oh. Somebody was calling in, man. Yeah, yesterday I did pull out my favorite record. I showed you Space Monkey. It can only be one, so that's my choice. I have only one favorite. It says right there, Annapolis, Maryland. I don't think this one. Yeah, this one doesn't have the inserts, but it does have the sun and the moon, and that is the Book of Lies moon. Is it not? Is it not? Yep, this is my favorite record in the whole world, right there. I even knew where that bat was from before, but I forget. Look at how yellowed the sheet that it's in. It's all like antique and whatnot. It's all fucking Ninth Gate and whatnot, looking for the fucking book and shit. Oh, baby, always be mine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Baby, always be mine. Hey, hey, hey. Bieber's a pretty famous YouTuber, man. He used to be beating on his like bar chair or some shit back on YouTube before they brought him up in this Ciscalamon and Illuminati, into the business. We used to have this particularly bad ventriloquist in Maryland, and he would be at like half of the events, like or at least half the time that they booked a ventriloquist, and he was particularly bad. Okay, like his well, I can't move my lips, so I gotta do a V instead of a V because I can't move my lips and all this. He used to be so fucking bad at this. He used to be so fucking bad at this shit. So he was like the worst ventriloquist, and he did like half of the vents that they actually got ventriloquists for. So one time I'm in Ocean City, that's in Maryland. Anyway, his instructional home video was in the little thrift store there. So he probably dropped it off. But his instructional home video was in the thrift store over in Ocean City. And dang, I wish I had $5 more, man. But I probably needed moon pies and weed or whatever. I mean, I probably had weed, but I needed moon pies. But yeah, he wasn't good, but he was in half the bookings. Then there was this wild ass clown lady, dude. Everybody loves the wild ass clown lady, dude. You want to talk about really? She's famous now because we saw her everywhere, at least in PG and Montgomery County. For like 24 years, we saw this one. And the likeness, the morphology to Homie the Clown was pretty on. The morphology towards Homie was pretty on. So she's famous as fuck. It's a she. It's a she, motherfucker. She's famous as fuck. Because we saw her for 24 years, but there ain't nothing like that bad ventriloquist working half the jobs, dude. We got some pretenders to the throne, but that's different. Pretenders to the throne are just like they're hack, but they're not like particularly bad. It's better to be bad than to be hack. How about that? How about that? It's better to be bad than to be hack. Bad art is better than no art. Oh my god, that lady's gorgeous, bro. She's still in my heart. That fucking lady is gorgeous. Hey, Space Monkey, has anybody ever considered getting a Jody Arias tattoo? Holy sheep shit. No, listen to me now. Hey, yeah, it's gonna be different around here. I asked you a serious question. You think anybody's ever gotten a fucking Jody Arias tattoo? You know how she got in trouble for getting that tattoo that was like loving my life or whatever the fuck with like martini glasses and shit with a baby in the trunk, dude? She got in so much trouble for that one. If somebody put that shit right here or whatever, woo! What a legend. What a legend. Just copy that shit, bro. Your tattoo artist isn't even hip enough to know. They'll just do it. You know what I mean? They're not even hip enough to know what you just did, you know? Woo. That's some shit, bro. I have never thought of that before, but that is some shit. Your tattoo artist doesn't even know. You know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't say love Hitler. You know what I mean? Like, they wouldn't tattoo that shit on you at all. But you could do this one under the radar, slippy, slippy style. Nah, we're slippies. We wear Western shirts. We're slippies. You know, that's one of the best things too. By the way, like Werner Herzog being, King Two instead of King Kong, but one of the things that he has is he has the like I guess the Deutsche Welle radio or something like that. The German radio logo, German broadcast system logo with a skeleton head behind it tattoo. It's in his movie. Yeah, you saw that, right? Casey Anthony Best Mom. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Like people don't even think like sometimes these things, and I'm not saying I'm special, but that Jody Arias shit that hit me, bro. I told you about the guy. I was so bad. I was so bad. The guy who he had a. I hate it. I hate hearing struggle. I hate hearing that. Respect the struggle. uh, the hustle, the struggle. So he had the struggle is real tattoo on him, man, and he was in the pool, man, and he came out and he had the tiny little like carrot spindly legs. They didn't even have feet. They didn't bend up. They were just like carrots. And I was like, damn, that's the struggle, bro. That's the struggle. So I try to judge people less since that day. Because once where he was all refracted when he was under the water, so you could just see that he had a broad enough chest, but it said this bullshit on it. But then when I saw that he had like, well, they weren't even carrots because they were like parsnips. I was like, oh, that's the struggle. I should stop being so judgmental. Webster had the struggle. Yeah, that's right. You can't hand that man 6 balloons. You give 6 balloons to Webster, the struggle is real. Goodbye, Webster. Shit, man, that shit was fucked up. I saw. You remember how Law and Order and all the TV shows, they used to like hit like last week's news all the time. Like immediately when something was real, they would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna pick up that news story and make it this week on Friday." Like whatever. Cop Rock or whatever. Well, I saw one, and at the beginning of the show, this dude he shoots himself, but he puts it on some balloons so that it'll go away, so it'll look like a murder, so that he can get his insurance money. And I was like, man, ripped from today's headlines, the Webster story. Who does? Who does already? Holy sheep shit. Already? Was it what Werner Herzog? Yeah. Who's got an ep? Who? Who? Oh yeah, oh, of course. Oh no, somebody's gonna do that immediately. Whoever's on the other side of college tour rhetorical is immediately doing that shit, right? Whoever's on the other side of that shit is gonna do that tomorrow. Oh, SVU, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right, you're right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but whoever's on the other side of that shit is gonna do that immediately, and it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be ugly, you know. Real humans, you know what I mean? Like again, respect. How hard is it just to throw that respect? What did they do with Gigi Allen, man? They wanted to move him out. They wanted to excavate him and shit. But I think maybe they don't have a memorial up there anymore because I know people go up in there and shit on it and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like I know they do. I think they did, you know. And I have a card with the murder junkies. It's a photo of them around it. You know, it came with my skateboard, and it's a photo of them around it, and they all signed it. But I think they removed that stone, bro. Hmm. I wonder about his daughter. I talked to I talked to Linda Lovelace's daughter like 4 times back in the day. And then it was around Christmas, and I was like, "Yeah, I straight up want to interview you." And she was like, "Okay, I'll do it after Christmas." And then that never happened. But that was interesting. Linda Lovelace's daughter. But I wonder where Gigi's daughter is, man. You know Billy Joe's son, right? In Swimmers, he fucking kicks ass. Billy Joe's son kicks ass. He doesn't use his name, bro. He doesn't use his dad's name. He's in Swimmers. SWMRS. They kick ass. I don't know, Space Monkey. You got it too. You got it with me about making those scenes and shooting some films. I really want to. I want to direct now. I want to direct now. You know, do I sound like an asshole to just say I want to direct? No, because I've been planning forever. My father's still alive. Arnie Lovechild. Yeah, yeah. You mean fucking Arnie who? But no, he's really good, bro. Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger, bro. Oh, that one. Okay, that Arnie. Oh, the one with the with the maid, bro. Yeah, the one with the maid. Yeah, 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 dude. Does he have a gap tooth? Remember when Arnie had that cute little gap tooth from real life, bro? Yeah, with the maid. Yeah, does he have that gap tooth? I went to my kids yesterday. Remember, Bill Paxton had that. He had that gap. So yesterday, my kids, knocking on their door to wake him up. I said, "You're stewed, buttwad. You're stewed. You're stewed, buttwad." He's got the same head, yeah. What Arnold, man? What a weird dude, man. I mean, is it? There's nothing gayer than loving yourself, right? Like he's so in love with him damn self. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing gayer. There's nothing more homo than being the same with the one. Homo with the uno, homo with the uni, There's nothing gayer than just loving yourself, bro. I love the pump. It's like coming. It's like I'm coming in the gym and I'm coming with the ladies at night and I'm coming. I love the pump. Yeah, but he said he played all that shit. He was playing a German supervillain. He knew it. He was like, I'm von Kaiser. He knew that shit. That is the killer movie, dude. You watch what? There's like 4 hours of that. If you watch it long form, it's like 4 hours of that shit. Pumping iron, pumping iron. Yeah. That dude he was the shit, bro. Yeah, he was the shit. That was awesome. But there's nothing gayer than that. I mean, like completely in love with his own self. That's pretty funny. You're nervous, Louie. You're nervous, Louie. Ah. Yeah, I grew up with Louie, dude. I had a JoE book. So I grew up with Louie, man. Louie is the Hulk, man. There's no human Hulk, right? Big muscles. I got big muscles. I don't drink milk. I'm not a baby. I drink beer. I don't drink milk. I got big muscles, man. I'm from Austria. I'm from Austria. I paint and I'm from Austria. Look, but like a sculptor, like a John Gigolo, I sculpted my body. Look at the clavicle. Oh, yeah, look, yeah. Oh, then the other one, he needed more muscle over here. The big muscles, yeah. I'm Austrian. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you guys are gonna make me act like Will Sasso because Will Sasso does the best Arnold, but it's very exaggerated, right? But he does the best Arnold. Who else does he do? Sasso is fucking killer with his impressions, right? So he's Canadian. Yeah, he's killer with his impressions, bro. He does the best Arnold. Oh, and the Kenny Rogers, remember? Kenny Rogers Roasters. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. Well, we don't need anybody to intimidate or to. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm a little bit slow. I'm from the slow area. They call it Minnesota, nice. But yeah, we don't need anybody to impersonate Jesse anymore. Yeah, the body has been replaced. Yeah, it's been replaced by the Kittles. Yeah. Minnesota, nice. You live down in the Baja, man? In Baja California? In the Baja. Now, you know what was the best? When that dude would get all drunk, Dylan, in that show, and he'd be like, "Yeah, gonna take a weekend down in Baja, man. Yeah." Yeah, when Dylan would take a weekend in Baja, a bender. Oh boy, that was the shit back in 90210. Yeah, gonna have to take the weekend off, go down to Baja. Then you knew there was trouble, man. You knew there was trouble, man. When I was in the Baja, you're not in the Baja, man. You're up north. When I was in the Baja, cigarettes were three for $1, 3 packs for $1, and they definitely had dirt in them. and people gave them to their children. You better believe it. 33 cents a pack. You think you're hungry, kid? Have two cigarettes. Shut the fuck up. 33 cents a pack. I'll even. Oh yeah, he does, doesn't he? And he's like, well, yeah, I forgot about that. I saw a recent interview too, dude. He's like, there's one thing here, brother. You go anywhere in the world, and they do understand beer. So I go to the Baja, and I don't quite speak the language, but I say, give me a beer. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about that shit. I forgot that Jesse moved. He's over there doing Black Crow magic. Black Crow doing that wild shit. I did not know that. I'll tell you what, man. Jesse versus Jim Norton, Jim and Sam. Yeah. Oh, I bet, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I probably missed that. Yeah. My dude Mark, who's into all that, he's into all the radio shit, he'll tell me about that stuff. So, but I probably missed that one. But he loves wrestling. He always has, and he loves those guys, Jim and Sam, Auntie Kumi, all them motherfuckers. Tries to big dog Jesse, dude, come on, man. You know how many wrestlers? Of course, I went to a Monday Night Raw recording, right? Ric Flair was there, but I actually met Ric Flair. But many years before that, I met wrestlers, dude. You know what I mean? Like, let's see, what one guy took a picture with me, because he was at Wild World and shit. I can't remember his name right now. But these wrestlers, their hands are like, they're like double your fucking hands. I wouldn't talk shit to a wrestler, dude. Like, you got to be kidding me, bro. They're double the size. Look, over here, Roy Rogers, right? They were doing their little cheesesteaks, right? They have these tiny cheesesteaks. Back in the day, when Roy Rogers did those cheesesteaks, they were 1.99, okay? And they were tiny, but who cares? They were 1.99, But they did Cal Ripken Jr., who I've also met, right? He's baseball, right? I've met Cal Ripken and his brother, Billy Ripken. And the motherfucker is huge, Cal Ripken Jr., okay? Now, check this out. They put him in the ad with that tiny ass cheesesteak, and they give him the regular one, and his hands are like this, and it looks like two bites of something. And I was like, why didn't you guys, for the sake of a fucking photograph, give him a bigger one? Yeah, Andre's size. Yeah, Andre the Catcher Mitt size. At least Catcher Mitt. Yeah, dude. But they didn't have the sense to like do deceptive photography and just give him a bigger sandwich. They gave him the real one, which was like this. They should have gave him one like this to make it look better. Because it looked like a joke. I gotta remember dude's name, man. It's not right not to do that. Was it Hacksaw Jim Duggan? Was it Hacksaw Jim Duggan? Hmm. I can't remember. Yeah, Andre's hand size. Andre used to shit in the. They need the stage burger. Stage burger. Yeah, Andre the Giant had to shit in the tubs at the hotels instead of the toilets because he would have broke the fucking toilets. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, yeah. Andre's hand, bro. I love them giving him the sweetheart role in Princess Bride. I love them making him a sweetheart. That's so fucking cool. What's up, Angie? It is yummy, but oh shit, somebody's got to go bring those potatoes to my wife. Oh, you reminded me. Oh, hello, hello. Oh, in Japan? Oh, heck no. Yeah, yeah, in Japan. Yeah, over here, if I go to Old Town, you can hardly park your car, right? So Andre the Giant having to go to Japan, right? With them fucking baby toilets and shit. The motherfucker is 710 pounds, isn't he? You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm sure Japan didn't work that well. I know, we heard about that. I know. Angie, you think he died? You think he died? Charlie Kirk. Those stupid plain bathrooms are a joke, bro. They're a joke. Those things are a joke. Ugh. Ugh. And when you get in there, like, oh, my elbow touched the wall, and then you feel like you want to like burn your skin off. Like those things are nasty. All right, hang on one moment. Let's see. Hello. Oh, my finger doesn't work. It's. I'm dead. There's no heat. Fuck. He needs to bring her the potatoes. You got me? He would have to shit on. Yeah, yeah. But those things are a joke. Those plain bathrooms are a joke, dude. My friend, well, because I worked at the airport. Once I moved here, I realized airport was the main industry. I got my ass in there. I got my ass in there. That's when I said, "Hey, I was in the same room with, you know, fucking, oh shit, what's it called? I ain't superstitious, writing on the wall. Stevie Wonder. I was in the same room with Stevie Wonder because he was there. But the one guy, he drove the blue juice cart. He drove the cart that empties and refills the blue juice, which is the shit in the toilet, or the water in the toilet. I mean, before the shit in the toilet. But yeah, you got to get that change, bro. Okay, my dad's calling. I gotta go. Hang on one moment. Gotta go. Been waiting for that.